Yeah, what's up everyone? Welcome to Filmspiration, the place where filmmakers come to get inspired. My name is writer-director Edgar Ibarra. Let's get down to business. So, little backstory. Basically, my wife had pancreatitis in late August and then was discovered that she had cancer in the stomach, abdominal area, probably about late September. And then in November, we had a procedure and she's actually doing great. Reason why this comes up is because that's actually what pulled me away from editing a little while back. Sorry, let me get rid of this message. Pulled me back from editing a little while back, and when I got back to editing with my little tower right behind me, I had some problems. Basically, the sequence was choking up, or the actual projects themselves, and then also the audio as it was also playing back and forth really just started sucking in the editing process. So you know, I, like anybody else, have my financial limitations, and I don't have the money hose to just kind of wash problems away. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you filmmakers out there are going to feel the exact same way. With regards to this specific topic, I thought, okay, well, what am I going to do? I went online, I found a few forums, I tapped a few other friends. I just told them, hey, my computer's acting like crap. Projects and the audio playback is choking up on the timeline. What do I do? Got a lot of great responses. Thank you for everyone who gave me a response. I really do appreciate it, even if they were just recommendations to look into. I appreciate it because you guys became my resource. You ladies and gentlemen online, a lot of you I didn't even know. You guys became my resource because you guys have collective knowledge, and I tapped that knowledge and you guys graciously gave of that knowledge. So what I'm getting at is basically resourcefulness can a lot of times be your greatest resource. Again, going back to my analogy of the money hose, a lot of times a resource for people will be money. And you know what, if that is you, great, and I'm happy for you. In the case of those who don't have that resource of the bottomless pit, the bottomless bank account, that's fine too. But what I'm getting at is a lot of times your greatest resource is going to be resourcefulness itself. It's going to be that ability to look around you despite the obstacles. In this case, I'm talking about money, as it will be in many cases. That despite that obstacle, you still look around and you ask yourself, all right, what can we do? Who can I go to? How can I help? But you're being resourceful. Do you see what I mean? A lot of other times, a lot of other people automatically will just say, well, let me spend some money and that should take care of the problem. You either spend money on getting a new tower, maybe a new camera, maybe hiring somebody, maybe this and that. For those of us who don't have that luxury, you got to be resourceful. You got to use the old computer upstairs to figure out the problems around you creatively. This whole thing of resourcefulness being your best resource is not me. It's not original. I mean, coming from me, I heard it online. And, this past week with my tower, I decided to put it into action. And sure enough, tried and true, your best resource is resourcefulness. It definitely was for me this past week. Yeah. Anyway, my mouth is going dry the more I talk. I'm talking like a million miles an hour. So anyway, what have your guys' and gals' experience has been with resourcefulness? Are you a person that can or has the luxury of going straight to the money hose to wash away problems? Or are you someone who, responds to these situations and these problems with resourcefulness, with creativity? I like to use the word creativity a little bit more because it's basically, I think it's a little bit more of a direct way to call it what it is. It's employing creativity to solve your problems. In independent filmmaking, and I'm talking about grassroots, guerrilla, independent filmmaking, where maybe all you have is a phone and you decide to make movies that way, which is absolutely fine too. Many times in filmmaking, I mean, let's be honest, you're going to come across situations where they wouldn't be a pain in the butt. They wouldn't they wouldn't be a problem if you had that money hose to wash away problems. Now, here's the question. When you don't have that money hose, are you going to roll up your sleeves? Speaking of, and I know, cheesy. Or are you going to look to the people around you and the resources around you, mainly online, to really try to figure out, okay, how can we go about this? How can we fix this problem without breaking the bank or by just simply using the resources all around me. In this cases, oh my God, who learned me how to spoke? In this case, the resource was people around me who had knowledge, who threw out some ideas. Love you guys who did. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, that's the moral of this video. Your best resource is resourcefulness. And if I'm wrong, and you know what, if you got that money hose, power to you, because that's not everyone's situation. So, you know, what have your experiences been with resources? I mean, a lot of times I've had to build, you know, my own rig, for example, to put on the hood of a car to get a 2-shot of 2 actors driving. And I built it myself from a cutting board, actually, and some straps that you buy to hold stuff down on a truck, I believe, and it worked just fine. And guess what? When people watch the movie, especially those shots, I don't really think it's gonna matter that that's how I got it done. You know what I mean? Little ghetto, hell yeah. Do I care? No. Why? Job got done. So anyway, you guys resource. You guys resourcefulness. Resourcefulness is your best resource, which is what I think I was trying to say. Resourcefulness is your best resource. Always tap into it, okay? We have this thing called the Googles. I don't know if you can see it back there, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Ask questions. Ask questions and how do I do this? How do I do that? Or how do I make a homemade version of this and that? And then, of course, you know, you're going to get articles. I learn best with videos. Maybe you're a visual learner also. Maybe you can get some infographics, but ask the questions. Be resourceful enough to ask the questions that are going to get you the answers that are going to be able to help you get through whatever challenge or obstacle you're up against in that moment. For me, it was editing, and thankfully past that and moving on. All right, everyone. So I'm going to get back to editing my feature film, but thank you very much for always tuning in. Thank you very much for hitting like on Facebook, subscribe, and that little bell on YouTube. And also, if you're about the Twitters and the Instagrams, those will be below also. Thank you very much, everyone. Plus, leave me a comment. You guys, the comments that I've been receiving, I will hit you back. I check every single day because I want to make sure to not miss one of your comments. I will hit you back on those comments. I love you guys. I want to hear what you have to say. And if you felt that this video, you know, was of value, please share it with somebody else. Somebody else needs to hear this message, because I'm not out here pontificating because I have all the answers. I don't. But whatever answers I do have, whatever I can share to make your journey in filmmaking that much better, I'm happy to do so. You guys, thank you very much. My name's Edgar Ibarra. This has been Filmspiration. Love you. Run out, do your thing. Don't ask for anyone's permission. Adios.